can't get it.
But you see how much kidnappers are taking from victims.
My thing is, government should, I think, all the stakeholders in this, they need to get that, and I think we get that. The 3% for the oil producing community is too low.
So the support that is needed, and once you get the support, your airline people will blossom.
This is Nigeria. You need to give people sense of belonging.
For sponsorship and advert placements, please contact 080-3688-6158. Last Word Leadership Podcast Studio. You have the last word.
Inside Nigeria, keeping you informed on what matters.
Welcome back. It's still Inside Nigeria for Tuesday morning. We're sorry for that little glitch over there. Now let's continue with the business of the day. Now the third newspaper on our menu this morning is the Daily Independent. And of course, on the front page of Daily Independent this morning, stakeholders warn of more airfare increases after 100% hike. Stakeholders warn of more airfare increases after 100% hike. Airline free to charge any amount according to regulator NCAA, Nigerian Civil Aviation Authority. And of course, the last writer to that story is saying, we are not aware of price fixing operators. We are not aware of price fixing by operators. And that is that on the front page of Daily Independent. The last paper on our menu this morning is The Guardian. On the front page of The Guardian, confusion as APC shifts convention to March 26. Confusion as APC shifts convention to March 26. Nabena insists Buni committee can't be stampeded. Rebat group cries foul, urges President Buhari to weigh in. Ex-Progressive Governors Forum Director General blames scramble by governors, wants CECPC reorganized. Well, that's on the front page of The Guardian. We'll go on a short break. We're expecting our guests to join us remotely to discuss the APC story and the Nigerian Air story as reported by our sister publication, The National Economy. Don't go away. I'll be back shortly.
For sponsorship and advert placements, please contact 080-3688-6158. Last Word Leadership Podcast Studio. You have the last word.
For the oil producing community is too low.
But the support that is needed, and what you get to support your airline people will blossom.
This is Nigeria. You need to give people sense of belonging.
sponsorship, and advert placements, please contact 080-3688-6158. Last Word Leadership Podcast Studio. You have the last word.
Why will a medical doctor work for 9 months, 16 months, 19 months without getting paid?
But you see how much the kidnappers are taking from victims.
My thing is, government should, I think all the stakeholders get that, and I think we get that. The 3% for the oil producing community is too low.
But the support that is needed, and once again, the support your airline people will blossom.
This is Nigeria. You need to give people sense of belonging.
Inside Nigeria, keeping you informed on what matters.
All right, welcome back. It's still Tuesday edition of Inside Nigeria. I'm being joined by Yusuf Babalola, National Economic Correspondent in Lagos. Yusuf, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, sir.
All right, how is
How is
Lagos this
Abuja?
morning?
Yeah, we are fine. As you can see, I'm in the port area, so
Okay.
we are already set for the hustle and bustle of Lagos.
All right,
Yes,
we won't be
thank
talking
you.
about ports this morning. We'll be talking about aviation. Yusuf,
Yes.
ironically, you are at the port while you'll be talking about aviation. So let's talk about
Yes.
this story on our sister publication, National Economy, to which you contributed this morning. So tell us, why is the April kickoff date for Nigerian Air is doubtful?
Yes, like it is in the report, the kickoff date. Before you can set up an airline is quite different from every other operation. It's not something you can't get an aircraft off the shelf. You can't say, oh, this aircraft, I want it, and they will give you. It takes processes. You can't build an airport in 6 months. It's not a 6 month thing. It's something that you build maybe 1 year or maybe 2 years. So most of these things are not on ground. So because most of these things are not on ground, then definitely the kickoff date is not sacrosanct at all, because there are a lot of things. Okay, where are the crew? Where are the aircraft? Where are the engineers? Who have been employed? How many aircraft do you have on ground? So majority of these things are missing. So that's the reason why we said, and the stakeholders that we spoke to also alluded to this fact that a lot of things are missing, a lot of things are not on ground, a lot of things needed to be done. Though another one said maybe they want to, it's a federal government project. They want to use presidential directive, maybe an executive order to set it up. But even at that, even if you are setting up an executive order, you still need a lot of things to be in place, which are definitely not in place as at now. That is why stakeholders have said it may be practically impossible. It's not that it is impossible for Nigerian Air to come on board, no. But for it to start operation in April, it may be practically impossible.
All right, Yusuf, according to your report this morning, you said the air operating certificate and the air operating license are not readily available. Also, air crew and aircrafts are not available. So, which makes it practically impossible for the kickoff of Nigerian Air in April. Now, let me ask you, is this not possible within a space of 2 months that we have left to end of April? Is it not possible?
In 2 months, no. But let's say in the first half of the year, yes. If truly we want to get this thing done, you need funds readily available. Yes, Federal Executive Council has allocated certain amount of money for it. Fine, but you need majority of these things. I mean, majority of these things are not what you buy off the shelf. Operating certificate and licenses, they are in stages, in process. So, but when you get an AOC, definitely the government has given you the go ahead to start flying. But where are the aircraft? And another dimension is government changing ARIC and Aero to Nigerian Air? Government has not come out to tell us because AMCON has taken over these distressed airlines. And AMCON is a special government special purpose vehicle, to ensure that organizations don't run aground when they are heavily indebted. So AMCON has taken over Aero, AMCON has taken over ARIC. So we don't know whether the government is also planning to use this these two airlines to run the Nigerian Air. We don't know. But stakeholders have said that is also not possible. So let's see how it goes. It's a matter of time, April, but practically it is not. But on paper it is, but practically it is not.
All right, so let me also take you to one of the stories on the newspapers we reviewed this morning. That is the Daily Independent, which is also about aviation. You can see what we have on the front page of Daily Independent news. Stakeholders warning of more airfare increases after 100% hike already. YouTube, why are we having this development?
See, the truth is the stakeholders have just said the right thing. Why we are having this development is this. Aviation fuel last year, February 2021, 190 naira per liter. February 2022, 480 naira per liter. That is about 200% increase. Dollar, February 2021, we know how much is it. Dollar was hovering about 350, 300, 2021. 2022, a dollar to a naira is about 500, and now I think it's about 527 or 550 now, dollar to a naira. And airline major, their spare parts are in dollars, they're in foreign currency. Now, that one is also aside. Naira devaluation affected them. Price of Jet A1 affected them. Dollar affected them. So, for safety, because majority of them are operating below their profit margin, and if they should continue doing that, we know the implication. The implication is basically what we don't pay for. So the best thing for them is they need to increase their fare because they are operating at a loss. The economic realities is shown to everyone. Everybody is seeing it. We are all seeing it. We know the price of Jet A1 we know dollar, which form basically their has gone up. So are they going to break even? So the best thing for the industry, the best thing for the country, the best thing for the flying public is for this increase, or else we may see our bets falling down the sky. So, and God forbid that. And for God to forbid that, there needs to be an increase.
All right, Yusuf, from your explanation, there are, cogent reasons to actually increase the airfare. But does it mean Nigerians will continue to pay through their nose to travel by air? And you see one of the riders on that front page is saying that operators can, charge any rate according to the regulator, the NCAA. So what do you make of that? Should Nigerians pay through their nose because they want to travel by air? And what should be done?
Yes, it's Nigeria will definitely pay through their nose because we have no choice. That is the only readily available alternative. The roads are nowhere to be, is a no-go area. There is insecurity on the road. So due to the fact that there's insecurity on the road, everybody will want to fly. So, now, let's just assume they've increased their fare. Let people stop flying. If people stop flying, they will reverse. But people are still going because of insecurity on the road. Now, there's nothing NCAA can do. This is a free market economy. Name your price. If another person should come and say, okay, you are charging 50,000, I want to charge 25,000. But NCAA will ensure one thing about airline is this: it is highly regulated. NCAA will ensure that this your fare that you are charging will not affect safety. Because if you say, okay, how will you break even when you are buying 400, when you are buying your Jet A1 at the rate of 480 naira? As at yesterday, who knows how much they will buy it today? So the solution is government should intervene. These guys, maybe government is going to create a special window for them to access dollar at government rate. Maybe government will bring the rate down. If every other sector is buying dollar at 525, government can say, don't worry, we'll subsidize dollar for you. We'll buy at 350 or at 300. Jet A1, 480 naira. Government should see what they can do. Jet A1 should be sold for like 200 or 250. Definitely the price will crash. Because these things are basically due to the economic reality. It is not that maybe they want to install.
Yusuf, can you still hear me? All right, it's like Yusuf connection there is having some issues. I hope we'll be able to reconnect with him in the next 1 minute that we have to round up today's episode of Inside Nigeria. Many thanks to Yusuf Babalola for those insightful contribution this morning. Yusuf Babalola has been speaking with me from Lagos, Nigeria. Well, on this note, we've come to the end of Inside Nigeria for this morning. My name remains Badibo. Make it with us tomorrow for the midweek edition of Inside Nigeria. And for now, bye for now.
Thank you for watching. For sponsorship and advert placements, please contact 080-3688-6158. Last Word Leadership Podcast Studio. You have the last word.